Hello kids! So, in this video, we're going to learn interaction between living and non-living components. Everything surrounding a living thing that affects how it lives is called its environment. The environment of a living thing includes the living and non-living components it comes contact with. Water. Water is important to all living things. Living things cannot survive without water. Rivers, lakes, rain, and groundwater provide water for living things. Animals need water for their bodies to function properly. Plants need water for photosynthesis and germination of seeds. So look, a giraffe is drinking water from a river. Different living things need different amounts of water to survive. We have learned that camels and cacti can live with a very little amount of water. So in this picture, cacti in a desert. Some living things need a large amount of water to survive. For example, rice plants needs a large amount of water to grow. Aquatic organisms can only survive in water. However, too much water such as floods can kill some living things too. Sunlight. The sun is the major source of light and heat energy for all living things on the earth. Animals need sunlight to see their surroundings, to catch their prey, and to avoid predators. Some animals bask in the sun to warm up. So here, in this picture, cheetahs hunt during daytime. Plants need sunlight for photosynthesis. In tropical forests, most trees are tall in order to get more sunlight. Other smaller plants adapt by climbing or growing on other big trees. So, in here, a firm plant growing on other tree. Living things in water also need sunlight. Corals and algae grow in shallow seawater where sunlight can reach them. However, animals like bats and owls are adapted to live in dark environments. Owls have sensitive big eyes to see in the dark. Bats have sensitive hearing to detect their prey. Air. The air around us supplies oxygen to all the organisms living on land. Animals and plants need oxygen to carry out respiration. Aquatic organisms get dissolved oxygen from the water to respire. Some animals like mudskippers and catfish are adapted to live in oxygen-deprived water. They can get their oxygen supply from the air. Mangrove trees have roots adapted to breathe in muddy water. Since there is less oxygen in the mud, some parts of the roots grow out of the mud into the air to breathe. Plants also need carbon dioxide in the air to carry out photosynthesis. Carbon dioxide is also produced when animals and plants carry out respiration. Moving air is known as wind. Plants like rice and corn depend on wind to pollinate their flowers. Rice and corn plants produce a lot of pollen grains which are small and light. The pollen grains can be easily blown by wind to and on stigmas. Wind also helps to disperse fruits and seeds. For example, the seeds of dandelion, which have light and fine hair, can be easily blown away with the wind. Temperature. The temperature of an area affects the type of animals and plants living there. Do you still remember how camels and cacti adapt to survive in deserts and how polar bears survive in polar regions? We have also learned that polar bears are adapted to cold habitats. During winter, most animals will hibernate by going into a deep sleep to survive the winter without food. A bear hibernating. Some birds avoid winter by migrating or traveling to warmer places where they can find food and shelter. The migrating birds. Some trees start to shade their leaves in autumn as the night gets longer and cooler. These trees simply stay dormant throughout the winter. Winter is too cold for them to grow or to make food. Living things will be active again when winter ends. Warm temperatures in spring and summer are suitable for plants to grow and blossom. Animals that hibernate will become active and come out to hunt for food. Soil is a thin layer of material covering the surface of our earth. Most plants grow in soil. Soil provides nutrients for plants to grow. Soil also provides support for plants to anchor themselves to the soil. Soil is also a habitat to some animals. For example, earthworms and moles live in soil. Earthworms do not have eyes to see or ears to hear their surroundings. However, they sense their surroundings by using their skin. They also have streamlined body to help them burrow through soil. Moles have poor sense of sight. They have many long whiskers on their nose to help them feel their surroundings. Their forelimbs are strong and have claws to help them dig in the soil. Thanks!